For launch. Falcon Heavy is configured for flight.
T-minus 15, standby for terminal count. 10, 9, 8.
Side booster ignition.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Off with Falcon Heavy.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Seconds, if you can hear me over the cheering. Falcon Heavy heading to space on our test flight. Building on the history of Saturn V Apollo, returning pad 39A to interplanetary mission. We're getting ready to throttle down for max Q.
Supersonic.
You've heard the call out. Vehicle is supersonic. Side boosters are now throttling back up to full
Vehicle
power.
has reached maximum dynamic pressure.
We're past max Q, the period of maximum loads on the vehicle. Next up, we'll be waiting for the side boosters to begin to throttle down prior to booster engine cutoff and separation 2.5 minutes into flight. GNC trajectory looks good on the Falcon Heavy.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We're in stage
We
1.
have liftoff indication. We have liftoff. SpaceX Falcon 1 launch vehicle. Falcon has cleared the tower. Plus 12.
Pitch kick.
Plus 20 seconds. Plus 30 seconds.
Reducing alpha.
First stage propulsion is nominal.
Stage separation.
Second stage tank pressurizing.
We've entered inertial guidance.
Second stage tank stable. Eco.
Stage separation confirmed.
Confirmed.
Second stage ignition.
Capture
confirmed.
maneuver.
Nozzle stiffening ring jetson.
We've captured.
Minus 15 seconds.
Vehicle's flight pressures.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
And we're beginning deep throttle. Center core at deep throttle.
Plus 33 seconds into flight. Under the power of 5.1 million pounds of thrust, Falcon Heavy is headed to space. We're throttling down at T plus 40 seconds to prepare for maximum dynamic pressure.
Power and telemetry are nominal.
We're hearing reports. Power and telemetry are nominal.
Vehicle is supersonic.
You may have heard the call out on
Side
Net
booster
1.
stepping up.
Vehicle is supersonic. Side boosters are throttling back up on power as we're
Max
through the
Q.
period of maximum dynamic pressure.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition, liftoff. Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Stage 1 throttle bucket.
Power and telemetry nominal. For those of you just joining us, you are watching a live view of the Falcon 9 rocket as it ascends through the atmosphere carrying the SpaceX Dragon 2 capsule to
Vehicle
orbit.
is supersonic.
The vehicle just passed through max Q, which is the point of maximum aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle. As you can hear in the background, the excitement at SpaceX headquarters is on.
T-minus 15 seconds.
Falcon 9 is configured for flight.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
Falcon 9 is on its way to delivering the Dragon spacecraft for its 14th commercial resupply services mission. Coming up in about 10 seconds, we have max Q, maximum aerodynamic pressure. That's one of the highest stress states on the vehicle.
Vehicle is supersonic.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition, liftoff.
Stage 1 prop is nominal. Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Power and telemetry nominal.
And there you saw we had a successful liftoff of the Falcon 9. If you were watching closely, you also saw the strong back retract just during that initial part. We're currently throttling down the main engines in order to minimize some of the pressure as we move through supersonic. And coming up next, max Q, which is the point of maximum aerodynamic pressure, where the rocket's pushing hardest against the atmosphere.
Vehicle is supersonic. Falcon 9 is configured for flight.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
Stage 1 propulsion nominal. Vehicle is supersonic.
We're just over 1 minute into flight. Falcon 9 is passing through the period of maximum dynamic pressure.
Vehicle is experiencing max Q.
You've heard the call out. We're now experiencing maximum dynamic pressure, where the velocity of the first stage and the density of the Earth's atmosphere combine to create the greatest loads on the rocket. We're through that period. Merlin.
Pressure flight.
15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Vehicle is pitching downrange. Stage 1 propulsion is nominal. Power and telemetry are nominal.
And we had successful liftoff of the Falcon 9. As you saw, it's pitching downrange at the moment to continue its ascent into orbit. Going supersonic right about now. And it'll be going through max Q shortly.
Vehicle is supersonic.
So we're decreasing the engine thrust to minimize the pressures of max Q, which is the point at which the rocket is pushing hardest against the atmosphere.
Vehicle is experiencing maximum dynamic pressure.
And now that we're
15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Vehicle is pitching downrange. Stage 1 props nominal. GC copies, we'll go.
Plus 47 seconds into flight. Falcon 9 performing nominally. We're currently throttling down the 9 Merlin 1D engines on the first stage, preparing for the period of maximum dynamic pressure and going supersonic.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
You heard the call out, Falcon 9 is supersonic. We're throttling the Merlin 1D engines back up as we pass through the period of maximum dynamic pressure.
Maximum dynamic pressure.
A minute and a half into flight, trajectory looks good for Falcon 9.
Stage 1 is at startup pressures.
T-minus 15 seconds.
Falcon 9 is configured for flight.
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition, liftoff.
Ground operators proceed to section 575. Flight report to procedure 3.170 post-launch flight operations.
Vehicle switching downrange.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
As you just saw, Falcon 9 has successfully cleared the pad and is now on its ascent with the test spacecraft in its fairing. Now coming up in about 15 minutes, you're going to hear the call out that Falcon 9 will have hit max Q. That stands for maximum aerodynamic pressure. That is the point at which the rocket is seeing its highest stresses on its ascent.
Vehicle has passed maximum aerodynamic pressure.
You can tell by the cheers and what you heard on that call out, we have gotten through max Q. Coming up next, you're going to hear the call for MVAC
MVAC engine chill has begun.
And that was it. That is where we chill in that Merlin vacuum engine down to operating temperature.